Welcome back, you guys. I thought I'd show you all a nice simple recipe, and it's loosely based on a dish that Filipino dish called menudo, and it's like a braised chicken, almost like a stew. But let me show you what I have laid out on this dish here. These are some of the ingredients that are going to go in it. You see, I have it all laid out on here. It's potatoes. I have some onion cut up in maybe 1-inch squares, some carrot, and there's some minced garlic on there. And in this little green dish, I have some scallions that we'll finish the dish off with. And what I've done is, in some of the other recipes you've seen me do this before. This is the chicken thighs, and I've taken the skin off and I've chopped them. And if the pieces are large, you chop it in 3 pieces. If they're small, you can just chop it in 2 pieces. But the wok's hot and it's ready to go, so let's start this dish. First, I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the wok. You can see it's smoking hot. I'll swirl that around, and we're going to brown the chicken. So I'm going to dump that in there. And the process for this dish is we're going to brown this chicken, and when the chicken gets brown, we're going to throw in the garlic, the minced garlic, the carrots, and the onions, and we're going to saute that around some more. Then we're going to add ketchup. The main flavor for this is the ketchup and the thin soy sauce. And then we add water and the potatoes, and we'll cover it, and you just simmer it until the chicken is tender. And you know, you can add some a little bit of salt and some sesame oil as flavorings, and then you just thicken it lightly, and it makes like a almost like a stew. So I'm going to pause the camera for a little bit, and when I have this chicken nice and browned, I'll show you this step 2. Okay. Now you'll see in the wok the chicken is getting nice and brown. There's no more pink to it. So now we're going to add in our other ingredients, except for the potatoes, the garlic, the onions and carrots. Fry this around. You'll smell that fresh garlic. It has a nice aroma. The chicken, to brown this chicken, it took approximately 5 minutes. Now I'm going to squeeze in about half a cup of ketchup. And I would say maybe a 1/4 cup of the thin soy sauce. And you're going to stir this around with the chicken and coat the chicken. Some people, they deep fry the potatoes and the chicken first, but I don't think that's really necessary. I just stir fry it around. And you'll see that's good. And some people use tomato paste, which the ketchup is a little on the sweet side, but you have the saltiness of the soy sauce to counteract that, so I think it works out fine. Now what you do is you'll add in your potatoes and maybe a cup of water. And you'll cover this and let it cook until the potatoes are tender and your chicken is tender. And then we'll adjust the seasoning and thicken it. Cover it, I'd say about maybe 15 to 20 minutes after it returns back to a boil. And then I'll show you how we finish it off and how it looks. Okay, now we're back to finish this dish off. We're going to take the lid off of the wok. And it's been simmering for about 15 to 20 minutes, so if you count the time that to brown the chicken and to simmer the dish to this point, you're talking maybe you can prepare this dish in a half an hour, counting like 5 or 10 minutes to do the prep. And what I have here is maybe a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add that in. And then this is 2 tablespoons of heaping tablespoons of dry cornstarch mixed with water. And we're going to add that in. And stir it until it thickens. You can see it has a nice color, like it's not real dark brown. And this sauce is very good on white rice also, on steamed white rice. And then the only thing left to do is I'm going to add in about half of those green onions that I'd cut real fine. And stir it up again. And now we're ready to plate this up, and we'll use the other green onions for like a garnish. And there you have it. A very nice simple dish, and it has everything in it. It has your vegetables and chicken and a nice sauce for your white rice. It's kind of like chicken menudo, Philippine dish. I hope you enjoyed this lesson.